Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our second competition day studio night. Today, we had a pessimistic morning as there was an overcast and a cold front right across our borders, but we were lucky enough for the front to sleep there long enough for to have a 2-hour AAT task. And we only had little troubles with overdevelopment and possible showers on the task. But luckily, they were amazing cloud streets, which were very usefully used by our winners today. So club class was dominated by the French team, who won with 126 kilometers per hour, and standard class was won by Polish glider pilot Viktor Waczynski with 135 kilometers per hour, which is amazing for a 2-hour AAD task. So Victor tonight is our special guest, as well as Richard Dickey, who had a chance of winning today, even if we just had a 2 kilometers larger finish ring. So welcome here, guys. I'm happy to have you here. And first of all, I'd like to ask you, how was your task today? How did you enjoy the flight?
Yeah, it was a very nice task, as you said, very, very fast one. It didn't begin that easily. It wasn't that easy at the beginning, but because there was, like I said, a lot of overcast and stratiform clouds. But then the super cloud streets formed, and I was able to use it to get to second sector and even to third sector. So that was a ride.
Great.
I enjoyed it a lot up until the end. And again, I'm humbled by the unpredictability of gliding. So yes, I enjoyed it. It was as he said, a very high pace day. You know, a little bit tricky in the beginning, but as the day progressed, it got stronger and the cloud base rised. So after everything, I will say I enjoyed it.
Okay, I'm happy to hear so. So, guys, what's your best gliding success so far?
I think that I was 13. I finished 13 and last year at Junior European Gliding Championships in Lithuania. So that was my biggest success so far. I think.
Nice. And so, what are your aspirations for this year's junior?
Of course, winning.
Okay, nice.
The only aspiration.
And yours, Dicky?
Well, I've won a number, well, not too many, but a couple of national events. Other than that, I am actually one of South Africa's youngest solo pilots. My record was beaten by a couple of months, but I was still one of the firsts.
Nice.
Other than that, not so much.
Okay, so they will come here.
I come here to make a name for myself, but we will see how that goes.
Okay, so because we talked about outlandings, what's your most intense story from an outlanding?
Oh, I just recently outlanded in Lithuania because I was there this year also, and the weather was not that great, and I outlanded in a very big forest because there is a very large forest on the border with Belarus. So I outlanded in a very big forest on a very small field, and my crew had to come to pick me up, and the road was really bumpy and not very pleasant. So that was the last and the most problematic outlanding I had.
Okay, and yours?
As a young pilot, I would say I was extremely naive. I had a very steep learning curve when it comes to outlandings, and maybe not one or two, but I've had a couple of intense outlanding situations where there was definitely something to learn from them. I won't go into detail.
Why not?
Because I think it is better that way.
Okay, so you'll tell us over the beer in the evening.
I will definitely tell you after the beer. I'll drink to that.
So, do you have any special ritual before each flight?
Oh, I try to listen to my favorite music. My favorite albums before every flight, because it prepares my mind to the emotions and stress I will be facing during the flight. So yeah, that's my ritual.
So what's one of your favorite artists?
You wouldn't know it because it's from Poland, so
Oh, okay.
it's difficult name to even say.
Nice. Okay. And yours, Dinky?
Well, up until recently, unfortunately, it would be kind of like a pep talk with family. I would speak to my father and I would speak to my late grandfather. And I would gain motivation from my family. Nowadays, I just go up to the glider and I caress it and I say that it's a sexy beast. And that usually gets me through the day.
That's nice. And so what do you value the most in your crew members and team captain?
That's the difficult one. Yeah.
So Dinky can start.
First. Yeah.
They motivate me, specifically my father. You know, he always finds a way to get me running again, no matter the situation that I'm in. And they try and help me to the best of their ability.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
So your father is your crew as well as team captain, right?
He is my crew. Not exactly, but yes, he is my crew. He's my team captain. I am more my own crew this year. Hopefully next year, that will have changed.
I appreciate very much our Polish team captain. She's not only our team captain, but she's also help us with flying and with for example weather and other stuff. But she could also help us with our way of thinking or dealing with stress. So that's what we appreciate.
That's amazing. And so is there anything you fear in aviation?
Losing at competition.
Where to begin? I fear the worst. Like if something were to go wrong drastically, because you know gliding is something that can go wrong very, very quickly if you aren't careful, and that is what I fear the most.
Okay. So for you, it's losing the competition?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
For me, it's about safety.
Okay.
But safety first, of course.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You have to say that here,
forget,
no?
Yeah.
There are no points for safety, I must say.
They told me to say it. So.
Okay, and so you've already hinted at it, but do you have any personal idol or someone who inspires you?
Of course, everybody knows my idol, who is Sebastian Cava. Everybody would say it. In the sport, there's only one person who would come to mind when you ask about idols. So, yeah.
Okay.
I think I have many, but if I were to simplify it, it would be my father. He has standards that I really would like to meet one day as a pilot when it comes to safety and the way that he works. And I would also say my grandfather.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And so when it comes to you being exceptional pilots, what would you say is your superpower?
I don't know, you first, man.
but my opponent's gonna see this video, because if they are,
Okay.
I can't say.
So you can lie a little.
So I don't know. This whole flying is made of small pieces. It's like I wouldn't say that you need a superpower. You just need everything to be just correct. So you can't make big mistakes. You can't have like big problems with yourself. So this is all made of small things.
Okay.
I think my superpower would be just natural talent. You know, I might be naive in some of the gliding theory, but I have talent which I do not know how to fully use yet, I would say. Natural talent.
Okay.
I think that's it.
So now a little more personal one. What's your favorite food on flight?
That's a tough question because
Gummy bears.
Well, I was recently gifted a packet of strawberry gummy berries by ours faithfully, Misha, and they are my favorite thing in the world. Yes, at the moment.
Okay.
I usually eat mostly bar, but during flights like today, there is no time to eat anything. So
I agree.
everything happens so quickly. So
If you go for 130 km per hour, then okay. And so last question, what's the lesson you take from today's flight?
Do not underestimate the weather.
Okay.
always think about the way back. When you go to each one sector, you have to think that if it's gonna be worth to choose one option, maybe the other option is better in terms of riding back. And it would give you better speed.
Okay, perfect. So thank you very much, guys. I appreciate your time and cheers.
Cheers.
Oczywiście.
Nice.